Hey girl. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your weekly love reading between you and your soulmate. Now, I also do your weekly general reading for your zodiac sign, Gemini, which I'll leave a link to over here if you'd like to check that out at a later point. But when it comes to any of my readings, Gemini, be sure to just rely on your intuition, because put it in perspective, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, because I promise you I'm not going to be offended by it. Now, if you find some cards that resonate with you, be sure to let me know in the comments below which ones resonated with you and how they resonated with you, because I love hearing y'all's aha moments, right? That's how I keep up with y'all's is through the comments. Now, if you enjoy my reading style, be sure to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel a lot, and I always am super appreciative of it, Gemini, when you take the time to do that for me. And yeah, finally, this is just a reading, hopefully just to give you some perspective on this week of what's seemingly happening from at least an energetic standpoint and from Spirit and Tarot's perspective of what's happening, and just advice from them, right? So I'm not here to ultimately make a decision for you. The final decision is for you to make, because it is your life to live, right? Not mine. So this reading is hopefully to help give you perspective and assist you in making a decision, but not make it for you. So with that being said, let's just get into your reading now, Gemini. We have some pretty good cards as well. Looking at everything, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming in for you with the Seven of Pentacles. So regardless, granted, this is a love reading between you and your soulmate, right, Gemini? But I can't help but see this reading and see this current setup for you, y'all, and see someone where it's just like, regardless of this connection, like, you're gonna make, you're doing your thing, you're hustling, you're going to find stability in your life, whether it's involving this person or a person in general or not, right? This is almost like a thing where it's just like, this person would be a nice asset to your team, a nice accessory. We don't want to come off in that way, right? But yeah, like, it's one of those things that, like, you love to have them part of the team, but you're not going to hold yourself off and like put a pause on your life for if they're not going to think long-term with you. Like, you're thinking about commitment. If they're not ready for commitment, if they're not ready for long-term, that's fine, honey. You're going to get that commitment and that stability elsewhere, even if it's just with yourself and them not being included in as part of that, right? Good energy, though. On their side of things, they have the Four of Cups coming in, where they're missing this opportunity in terms of this stable energy, in terms of this Ten of Cups. When it comes to this connection, it feels almost like, yeah, Gemini, when it comes to this person, if you really want to make it work with this person, I am going to just be straight up right now, right from the beginning. Gemini, I can't speak. Right from the get-go, Gemini, it does seem like if you want this to work, then you're going to have to like really make it more obvious to them, because you look at this card and this person their eyes are closed. They're ignoring the cup being offered to them, or maybe they're not ignoring it, but they're not noticing it because their eyes are closed, rather. So it's one of those situations where it's just like, since now you're aware that they're not able to see it, what do you do from there, right? That's kind of like up to you at that point, where the ball is kind of in your court for how this will pan out. But it does look like when they have the Ten of Cups here, they do want long-term. They do want, you know, like that family, right? You look at this card in itself, like this Ten of Cups is like having the house, white picket fence, like yada yada yada, like the perfect family life, right? They want this is their intention, but maybe they're just blind to how to get there, right? And you have to kind of show them the way a little bit, if you want them anyways. Knight of Swords is the overall energy with the Ace of Cups. So both of you guys are feeling it, both of you guys are wanting this, but both of you guys are also having some type of hesitation in terms of this as well. Both of you guys want to protect your heart, and both of you guys are in your head, and because you want to protect your heart, you don't want to maybe make yourself vulnerable. It's because of that you guys are so protective of your heart that you guys end up protecting your heart away from each other, or like protecting it from each other when there's nothing to really protect it from, right? You know, just an observation. It's interesting. So let's just start getting into the energies of this, shall we? Now we're going to start out on your side of things, Gemini, which is the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, right? Very grounded energy, I just want to say, make a note of. Let's see, what cards can we get for you? Eight of Swords, and then the Empress card, as well as the Judgment card. All right, so how do we break this down for you? Eight of Swords, it feels like you've been stuck on this person, or you've been stuck, maybe for some of you guys, just on, in a way of an approach, or you've been stuck on, I just constantly am hearing like set in your ways almost, and it's because you've been set in your ways, that's kind of what's been your limiting factor. So let's just say you're used to always being pursued, right, Gemini? And it's because of that you kind of are just sitting there like as the Empress, waiting for people to pursue you, to make their offer to you. And that's fine and dandy, but you know, the Empress is the representation of growth, Gemini. The Empress is somebody who, well, yeah, they're used to being pursued and most people will pursue them. The Empress shouldn't have shame in pursuing somebody else either, making their emotions known. And when you have the Judgment card, this is really Spirit trying to ask you to be the one to take action. It's almost like the Empress needs to be the one to lay judgment, to be the one to be like, make the decision, the final decision in regards to something, right? So I know that's not going to be something a lot, like most people never want to hear that when it comes to a reading, right, Gemini? I am going to just be honest in this regard, where it's just like, at least from my perspective in tarot, like if you really want this connection, like I just see action on your part, right? I know maybe you're used to being pursued, but it's just, you know, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone if you really want to get something that you want. Because again, remember, their side of things, they have this Four of Cups going on. They're missing this and they want this, right? They want a connection, they want a family. So I guess now it's more so like, do you really want them that bad to make yourself vulnerable, to expose your heart? Let's pull some clarifiers on their side of things when it comes to the Four of Cups as well as the Ten of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, as well as the Six of Cups. Let me just show you these cards while I take it in. But when you have this Nine of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles, this is someone kind of like, they're not considering this cup being offered because I don't think they're used to having any type of offer, Gemini. I don't think they're used to people wanting them. As sad as that sounds, like I think they're just so used to being self-sufficient and independent that they don't even see people in this type of way. They want you, they want something long-term, they want that family, but it just is like, I can't really explain it, but it just feels like they've almost like kind of given up on love in a sense, just because they don't feel as if anyone would pursue them anymore. Maybe something from the past, right? The only way I don't feel I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel comfortable tapping into this. Like, I feel like this Six of Cups explains everything as to why they're feeling this way. And it could be like a past relationship. It's just something in regards to something in their past, maybe. But I don't see them considering this, just because I don't think they feel like they're worthy of a connection, or that people would ever consider them in that way. So, you know, all the more reason for you to be the one to do the pursuing, right? Let's get some final thoughts on this reading though. What is the best possible outcome for this? Best case scenario when it comes to this connection this week, right? All right, so this is exactly what I want to see in a reading, Gemini. You have the Fool card. Take a chance, Gemini. Take that chance. Careless regard. Caution to the wind. You just do what feels right to you. You Come on, like, this is like the ultimate, like, by you taking that risk, by you choosing to be the one that takes the initiative almost, and have patience when it comes, if you choose to have patience when it comes to this connection, I do see it really being something wonderful. I do see this Ace of Cups moment really being a fulfillment for both sides of things. Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like if you come in with the passion for them, they will come in with the stability for you. They will provide that stability for you. But I see you having to be the passionate one. I see you having to, like, it seems like they're just very grounded and very present with themselves. And maybe for some of them, they haven't like had like that, they're not in touch with their emotions or like tapped into their passion, and maybe that's like the role that you're going to play in their life, Gemini, is that you kind of help them explore like the more creative, passionate side, maybe like the more fuzzy side to them. But it's definitely going to be one of those connections where it's just like you are going to have patience with them. You're going to have to like teach them as they might teach you as well. Obviously, of course, right? Both sides, we're not perfect human beings just because you're the one receiving this reading. But yeah, the Fool card is, I feel like, the best card to encompass this reading and kind of just to wrap up this reading as well. So that's the reading that I have for you, Gemini. I hope this reading was helpful in some type of way. If it was, be sure to let me know in the comments and be sure to give me a like and subscribe. And also, finally, share my videos with a friend if you think anyone that you know would be interested in receiving one of my messages. But until next time, Gemini, I love you so much.